As a person with lived experience, I really prefer to use the terminology houseless over homeless. I think the terminology of homeless again comes with such this bad stigma, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like the verbiage of it, but more so because I'm a firm believer that home truly is where your heart is. When I was living in shelter, that became my home. It was a family, just like with a church. Church is the building, but the faith is within you. So that's why I prefer the terminology houseless, because a person that is houseless does not have a permanent location, a permanent place to call home, a permanent address, a place that they know that they can go to every day, that they have a key to unlock their door. Bridging the gap between being houseless to finally receiving permanent housing, the time and the wait for me was the most difficult. Again, being in shelter, being blessed to be put on a list, um, the wait time though can be very tiresome. Um, at one point, you start to wonder if this supportive housing is ever really going to become available to you. And the length of time that it took for me being approved to actually moving in was almost 2 years. So that is something that can really play a lot on one's psyche. So it was difficult to keep my upbeat personality and to be positive. So it taught me really to be more patient as well. But it also taught me that the need for more supportive housing, how important that is. And that time is not on our side. We just need to stop with being slow about it. And we need to really push for it. There are so many people that are in need of supportive housing. Supportive housing is a great need, and it's a lifesaver for so many. So we need it. We need to this push, and we need for everyone that can be on board to be on board for it. Prior to being in the situation I was in, being houseless, I there were certain things I didn't have to worry about. There were certain things that I never even thought about, and one was housing. Um, I will be want to say that I was not really wasn't knowledgeable about supportive housing. Again, the same, you don't know until you walk in someone's shoes. So going from being a person that, had that 9 to 5 corporate America job, that wasn't worried about having a place to call my own, and then going from a situation of my health declining and finding out that I had these medical issues that became permanent disabilities that caused me to lose basically everything and to start over. I became knowledgeable about the importance of housing and supportive housing. So it's changed my outlook on the importance of making sure that every human being, which has the right to have supportive housing, to have a place to call their own. Being housed and being in supportive housing is definitely changed my view of thinking. It's definitely changed my to-do list. And there's so many people that are still on the waiting list. There are people that may not even be aware that there's a list that they can get on, because so many of our brothers and sisters that are houseless are not connected to services to even get them on a waiting list. It's my fight, it's my duty, and it's your duty to fight for those who are voiceless, who have been made to feel that they're voiceless, because no one's voiceless. A lot of times we just don't want to hear. So that's what housing and my whole experience has done. It's my goal to continue to be the fight, in the fight, and continue to be the voice for my brothers and sisters who feel that they're voiceless. Thank you for listening, and go out and do something positive today. Make that difference for someone who can't make the difference for themselves.